Yo, what's up? Hold on. All right, give us a few seconds. What are you trying to move it over? And the rest of those are crystals, so that's gonna be heavy to move. Are you trying to move the table over?
No, I'm just trying to make sense.
Okay. Well, you're live. Give us a second.
All right. That sun is bright. Hey, what's up, everybody? Did you already do an intro?
Mm-mm. Just start.
What's
talking.
going on, everybody? Kevin, what's up, Kevin? What's up, Dwayne? So today, did you put a title on there, babe? I don't know it. So we just had a couple things we wanted to go over. So I'm gonna go first. First, we wanted to talk about something that affected me and it probably will affect other people. So we want to get it out there to the people. Let them know if they don't already know.
So we need y'all to pay attention.
So, at risk of
putting all our fucking business out there again.
Yeah.
So
I don't like to talk about my personal business on the internet and all that shit because I just don't like doing that. But to make this make sense for y'all, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of background. So me and my ex-wife split. We have 7 children together. We were separated for about a year and a half before we went to court. And when we went to court, the judge ruled that my income was, my ability to make income was at a certain level, and they multiplied that amount. What they said my potential income was, they multiplied that backwards from the time of our separation. They said that any monies that I had given was a gift, and so that stuff didn't count. And whatever. So from that moment on, I had this debt. Now, they took that number when I tried to challenge the number because I said, I'm giving and things like that. They said that's a gift and all that don't count. But also they had erroneously judged how much my gross was for this particular time period that they were using. They way outmatched what I actually was grossing, doubled it almost. So then they saddled me with this debt. And then they said from that point on, because it's a large amount of money that they could repurchase to the credit bureaus, which once they do that, it just, fucks your credit and everything. So everything starts going downhill, but you still got to live, you still got to eat. So you take care of yourself the best way you can. You're paying your support, whatever that you're supposed to do. But if you do all of those things, we find that even if you do all those things, they can still come after you for, the lady said, anything that's counted as an arrearage. So if you have just $1,
you're about to confuse them.
Uh-huh.
You're about to confuse them because you're going into the conversation with the clerk, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I didn't what? What I said?
Okay, so this is about a contract that he made with the Pennsylvania court system where he would pay
45%
his child. His
of my
hold on,
income.
let me get
Yeah.
out what I'm saying, please.
I got you.
He would be paying his allotted child support plus the arrearage. Okay, now he's been paying that for the last, I don't know, 5 years now. The arrearage, no, 5, because he was in court for all that time trying to get this stuff together.
Okay.
So he's been paying his child support and his arrearage faithfully. And he lost his job a couple of years ago and was out of work for a few months. And then he got a little bit backed up and then he got his job again. So I said that to say that they had suspended his driver's license when that happened. So he got his driver's license back. There's no suspension. There's no warrant for his arrest for non-payment. So we goes to pay a bill the other day and our account is frozen. And they said it's frozen because he owes an arrearage of $20,000 for back child support. Now, I said he's been paying faithfully for 5 years. All of this stuff we could prove. He's been paying faithfully for 5 years, the arrearage and the child support. He has taken 4 tax returns totaling $13,000. This is me paying attention to that money. Now, the taxes was totaled up to $13,000, and then the stimulus checks we didn't get. So that all of that went to, plus the arrearage. How can he possibly owe $20,000 if he's already paid $20,000 off? That's number one. We said if we have a contract with y'all to pay the arrearage, that's a debt that's currently being paid. So you can't say that it's not being paid and take the money out. Now we have a recording of the courts, but for some reason that shit is all skipping up on the parts where she's saying that they are fucking wrong and what they doing is not making no sense.
It's not in the best interest of the child.
She said it's not in the best interest of the child or the person paying, because the person paying will just stop paying because of all of this. We have all of this on tape, and then that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna get into that. But they said that every 90 days, they can freeze his account and take every dime in that account. Every 90 days. How can you go against your court order? How can you go against your agreement? Why would you be freezing somebody's account? When you freeze somebody's account, it's because they did something wrong. Now, if he is complying with the order, then he's not doing anything wrong. So we got on here to tell y'all, first, move your fucking money out of your accounts if you owe any debts. I'm not even saying just child support, because what they just did, it's something off about that. Especially when you have 2 different clerks of court saying there's something off about that.
They ain't never seen it.
Never saw that happen. So we got on here. We wanted to tell y'all, for all the men that is paying your child support, it does not matter if you are paying your child support, if you are paying your arrearage, you need to be careful with your money, because our accounts was frozen when the rent was due. Thank God we cover our asses. But the fact that they can just go freeze your account at the first of the month when all of the bills are due. And then they say, well, if you just let us have what you got in the account, we'll squash this.
And
that's what they said. They
said
the bank said that you have this amount of money in there. If you let us have this money, if you say agree, then we won't bother you again for 90 days.
Maybe.
She said, I've never seen anybody get tapped twice.
Maybe.
And
then my bank said,
his bank ain't know what was going on. They just had to comply.
We have to comply with whatever they asked us for,
because it's a court system,
right? So we can't help you.
So is my husband a deadbeat dad? Is he a sorry ass baby daddy? Is he? Because the way they froze his accounts, you would think he was another deadbeat. But how can he be a deadbeat if he's current on everything? But this is how they promote black men in the media. They promote them as not taking care of their kids, not paying their bills. But is that the truth? I just wanted to tell them. I wanted to get them where you was going because you started talking about the clerk, but you didn't tell them where you was. And it's a whole lot of conversation. I can't see it. It's too bright out here. Can you see it?
I'm trying to read this. The freaking table is reflecting into my eyeballs. All right. Looks like it's saying. Kevin said, "I'm so glad you worked everything out. Don't worry, it's happening to many. That's what they're doing to us. Torture through the financial/legal system. I got thrown in a mental health hospital. Many are there. He is a good man there trying to turn us bad. It starts through the financial system, trying to drive us crazy with worry and fear, making us." He said, "Trying to drive us crazy with worry and fear, and making us low frequency so that they can f with us even more and incept us 100." Yeah, and I feel you, Kevin, because I definitely I feel you on that one, because you know how people get on here. You see a lot of people on here on this thing, and they be talking about a lot of great stuff, but to me, I feel like nobody's really talking about anything because they're not talking about what's really real to themselves. And like for me and my wife, you're gonna find that we only talk about shit that's actually real to ourselves. If it's something that's hard for us to deal with, that's probably what the thing we're gonna be talking about. We're not gonna be talking about some pretty bubbly shit or something that might happen or some maybe. We're gonna be talking about shit that we're actually living through right now, dealing with, and it's real for us. So we sharing that shit. Like, here it is. So that's just what we do. And I mean, my wife finds a more of a educational opportunity in sharing shit. I just don't like sharing shit for no reason, for other people entertainment. Like, I'm not here to be nobody fucking just entertainment and shit. I don't like that. But if somebody can learn from the shit though, then yeah, I have no problem sharing it because it's real shit. You know what I mean? That's the only way we're gonna really get forward is with real shit.
Okay, that's 13 minutes. Okay, y'all don't go nowhere. We're gonna end this out because we just wanted to get y'all information on that particular thing. But I'm gonna come right back as soon as I close this out and do the video on our trip we did. Okay, now that we're lucid. So let me end this out because this is specifically about the money in your account.